You know what?
Yo.
Sammy, you can represent me then. You're representing me.
Wow, look at that. All right.
Brotherly love.
Well,
Lawyer picked on the spot.
all right. Tyler, opening statement.
So we are in court today because of the corruption of wrongdoing of one Canter Inc. That stands for Incorporated.
Thank you.
In their creation of a realty business. Now, despite me actually starting the company when I was a part of Canter Inc. on a server with a crappy spawn that stayed up for like 3 weeks. If you want to go see it, you can go on my YouTube. But this industry, this enterprise, so that's what they like to call it, is now corrupt.
Oh.
I would like to give a little backstory. So when I first got onto this server, I was unaware of any realty businesses. Because there weren't any. I wandered the land and built where I pleased. And I found a small little section of land north of spawn. A snow biome. I planted a sign stating, "Reserved for Tyler, please." I have that sign with me today. Judge, I think you're the one that needs this.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to throw me that sign.
Yeah, I just tossed it up. Oh,
Oh,
crap.
I picked it up. Oh.
Your Honor, I actually have the real sign with me. That other one was a fake.
All right, we're going to leave that up there as evidence. Okay. Tyler, please continue your opening statement.
Anyway, I figured nobody really wants to live in a snow biome because, you know, it's cold, it's crappy. So I figured that I'd be fine by having that land owned by me. So then a few days later, Joey's assistant, Sammy, or so he calls him, was sent to scout out land. And they found the sign that I had placed, and they rudely plucked it from the ground and created a new one stating Canter Inc. They claimed to have owned the land as they were part of a realty business. Not wanting to screw with business, I figured that wasn't worth my time. I paid for the land, even though it was rightfully mine. After paying, I came to the realization that a realty business cannot be a business without a building. And their building is still in the process of being made. They also have no written proof of the land or any details about the land.
This is true.
They had a thrown together book that Sammy wrote on the spot when I called them on this. And yeah.
Wow.
Not only is the snow biome the problem here, but they have now looked to tax every piece of land on the server despite not having any written record of owning any of the land. They continue to treat server members with a punch of death, quite literally, and inhumanely treat villagers to collect emeralds instead of doing it in a peaceful way.
Oh.
My proposition is this. Let their evil doings continue, but eliminate the corrupt business of Canter Inc. Realty from the server and repay those that lost money through their conniving schemes. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Screw you, Ed.
Next opening statement.
I'm gonna stand on this side. This is the better side.
Boo.
I'm gonna also remove all my clothing.
I'm gonna have to say, hey, order the court. One more shot like that and you're out of here.
I love how this.
Oh, jeez.
I got my eye on you.
Well,
Opening statement.
oh, am I allowed to talk? Am I allowed to
You got the stick now.
I have the speaking stick.
Yes.
Anyway, even though Tyler made his approach to this opening statement a bit more personal than mine, mine is more factual, and it comes to law. When it comes to the law, better. So
I'd like to interrupt real quick.
oh, can you say overruled? Because that is overruled.
I'd just like to present one more little piece of evidence.
Oh no, it is not your opening statement.
Yeah, this is not the right time. Please.
Okay,
Not
I'll
your
go
opening
back.
statement.
Take a
I'll
seat.
go back.
Yes, anyway, I'm just going to read this document here that I had prepared. So, the initial moment of altercation between Canter Incorporated and B Corp, there was a dispute over the winter biome region. The client claimed uncharted land for himself, and Canter Incorporated with legitimate authority as a licensed professional realtor company, steps in and demands payment for said land. The branch of Canter Incorporated is known as a legitimate organization by the representative of B Corp, as it was originally established by said former employee. B Corp is nothing but an angry byproduct of Canter Incorporated and should therefore pay off any connections B Corp has to its superior power. And, Your Honor, I would like to establish the sales price set to be 250 emeralds just off the bat there. Due to the harsh feud between Canter Incorporated and B Corp, Canter Incorporated felt it was necessary to hire private investigators to inspect the legitimacy of B Corp as a whole. What we had found was utterly revolting and should count as enough evidence to hold B Corp accountable for multiple fines and penalties. Your Honor, I would like to read all of the harsh penalties we have against Tyler and B Corp. Are we allowed to read them to the jury? Yes. Okay.
Proceed.
5 counts of bamboozlement. 9 counts of murder on company property in the first degree. 1 count of assault and battery. Multiple counts of enslavement. Multiple counts of endangerment. Multiple counts of neglect and abuse towards B Corp employees. 3 counts of verbal and physical abuse. 4 counts of shenanigans. 2 counts of fraud. 1 count of money laundering, multiple counts of illegal genetic experimentation without government consent, 2 counts of sexual assault, and 1 count of being a jerk. With permission from the court, I'd like to grant for a field trip to provide evidence as an incentive to B Corp. I would also like to invite him to do the same. We at Canter Incorporated have nothing to hide. That is my opening statement. And Sammy, would you also like to do the honors of something else as an incentive towards the judge?
Well, I sure do.
Okay.
Who wants cookies?
I like cookies.
I do love cookies. Okay, Tyler, please call your first witness.
Okay. Judge, sir, person?
It's
I would
your
like-
honor, sir.
Your Honor works. I would like to call you to the stand.
Wow. It's gonna be hard to be in both places at once.
Okay. So, I just have 3 questions to ask you. When you were first coming onto the server, how were you treated by the Canters? Joey, your mask.
That's a very interesting statement, Tyler. I was treated very poorly by the Canters, including being killed multiple times with an L91.
Did Joey try and shoot you with a sniper at one point?
He did. He killed me as well.
And did Sammy run after you with uranium, trying to invoke radiation on you?
He did.
I object. I was doing that to Tyler.
Easy,
Overruled.
boy. Easy. Down.
Overruled.
That is all I have to say, because even the judge of the city is treated poorly by Canter Incorporated. Right in front of their realty business.
Mr. Henry, you may step down unless there's any further questions from the Canters. Cross-examination, please.
No examination, Your Honor.
Canters, please call your first witness.
First to the stand, we would like to call miniature R2-D2. There we are. See him up there? You see him up there?
I do.
Okay. Mr. R2-D2, I understand that at one point in time you had a job at B Corp. Is that correct?
Yes.
Officer, I object.
Overruled.
What is your objection?
I have never ordered a robot to work at... I haven't had an employee besides you.
No. This is my testimony. Thank you.
That's overruled. You can't prove that it was false, so...
Yeah.
Anyway. It's entered into... Let it be entered in the record that R2-D2 has been a former employee of the court.
Okay, and let me just ask, if you don't mind me asking, Mr. R2-D2, how much were you paid?
5 cents an hour.
5 cents an hour.
Wow.
5 cents an hour. Can you believe it, Judgy Wudgy?
Your Honor, I object.
This is still the testimony.
What is your objection?
R2D2 does not have a British
I'm
accent.
not done questioning. You can cross-examination him after I am done with him.
Agreed. Please sit down, Mr. Alexa. One more outburst like that, and you'll have to be taken out by the bailiff.
We don't even have one.
Well,
Anyway,
the L96 is my bailiff.
anyway, may I continue, Your Honor?
You may.
Oh, that's terrible. That's awful, Mr. R2D2. I bet life must have been just awful for you inside that building. Wouldn't you say so?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever witnessed a crime at B Corp?
Yes.
Uh-huh, yes. Which one exactly?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you heard it straight from the mouth, Your Honor. Now, Mr. R2T2, do you have anything else to say to B Corp? Let's see if he says anything.
Piss off.
Mr. RTD2, I'm going to have to escort you out. There's no... Your testimony is in the record, but there will be no cross-examination. R2D2 is hereby gone. Kicked out.
Sorry.
Okay, well, he apologized for it. So.
Well, he's still thrown out of here.
Okay.
Tyler, I'm sorry you couldn't have time to cross-examination.
Now, may we continue on with our second witness?
You may.
Okay. Next call to the stand, Mr. Tyler Alexa. All right. Now, if you don't mind, Your Honor, I would like to play a little excerpt from one of Antel's Let's Play videos.
You may.
Yes, this little ditty is titled Minecraft Modded Server Episode 1 Server Tour. Let's take a listen.
This is basically the spawn area right here. Tyler and Joey, painters, little spawn area. They set up like these little plots, and I actually had a farm right here, but they took it from me and said I had to take it down. So yeah, this is their property, and they're gonna make money off people building in this property. So F you, Tyler.
Oh, that's all I think he said. That's all I think he said. Now, Tyler, was that testimony from Antel 18, was that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so then you admit that it was your idea, in fact, the original establishment of Canter Incorporated and the plotting of lands to be sold back to the people?
Absolutely.
Tyler, do you admit to plotting off land and selling it back to Antal for an unreasonable price?
No, because he never paid that.
So he never paid it, though, but you took away his farmland and plotted it for the own benefit of Canter Incorporated Realty. That is correct?
Not necessarily.
But we did, I do recall, though...
Wait, did you just say we did?
Yeah, because I was an employee at the time. Still am. That's why
So I made a company called Canter Inc. and made you an employee?
Yeah, actually you did.
Interesting. However, I feel that all we did to Antal's land was rope it off with fences. We kept the farm there, we gave a gateway into the farm, and we never harmed any of his property. So
Actually, yes, we did, because the farmland in front of his property was destroyed, and we asked him to move it to the side of his yard. Is that correct, Antal? Did we do that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
my apologies. I forgot that.
No, I would also like to ask a question that also pertaining to that surgery as well. Is it true that you used your power of bees negatively towards Antal at any given point in time?
I may have.
Did you use a certain type of bee to put underneath his house so that he would get poisoned and die quickly as he spawned within his house every time?
I did not.
Actually, Antal, did he?
He did.
I did not. I object. I did not use a bee to poison him.
Oh.
You used a beehive, though.
I did not.
What did you use?
I used a bee to cause a lot of damage to him.
And it
So
killed
you
me.
admit using a bee.
It killed me.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Wow. I'm going to have to side with Candace on this one. It was pre-established and a precedent set and 6 servers ago will still apply to this server now. I'll allow.
So the fact that they are continuing the wrongdoings from that server while I am turning a new leaf and creating a new business away from their corruption.
I
That's
will.
my fault.
I will appreciate the not back talk.
Your Honor, I would like to call to attention that Sammy Canter is not present right now.
Where is Sammy Canter? If he looks like he's running, this could be a sign of guilt.
He is.
He's coming.
He dug a hole in the ground. Can we go investigate?
We should go investigate.
What was that? No, Your Honor, we don't need to do that.
Your Honor, I'm gonna say we're all gonna go take a journey over here to see this hole. Tyler, where's the hole?
We don't need to do that.
It was over here.
No, it was somewhere.
Right here.
What?
What is this?
Wow.
What's that?
Wow.
Wow.
What is going
I'm
on?
going to take a.
Oh,
shoot.
God.
Yeah, this is gonna. Well.
Oh God.
You'll never catch us alive, Sammy. Run! Run, Sammy, run!
Running.
Run, Sammy!
I'm running.
Run!
Yeah.
Run, Sammy!
I broke my leg.
No!
Does TNT not explode on the server? Oh yes, it does.
Run, Sammy! Run!
Where is everyone?
Judge Matt, I think the case
They're
is
guilty.
closed.
They're guilty.
Run, Sammy! Run! Start the conspiracy. Run towards the mountains. Go, Sammy! Go, go!
I require the fine a stack of emeralds to be paid to B Corp and its owner, J Alexa 0926. I also require 250 emeralds to be paid to the courtroom and the courthouse for disruption and overall murder. In the third degree, planned murder.